Kamaru Usman beat Joaquin Buckley last night in a heavy Usman-esque era performance, and he did it in a way I was really hoping that he would not get it done in, but he ended up getting it done that way. And Joaquin Buckley choked so hard at getting the title shot. He choked so fucking hard. So we'll start with the name of the game when it comes to this matchup, which was this. It was the wrestling, okay? Joaquin Buckley just looks so fucking shit at wrestling in this fight, okay? Usman literally had no trouble taking this guy down when it came to the grappling. He had no problem holding him down, and he just dominated Buckley on the ground, okay? We're going to get to the striking part of this fight, because that's the part I really want to talk about, but I have to talk about the main aspect that won Usman the fight, and the thing is, Usman got the takedowns very easily. Buckley was up against the cage so much when he was on his back, which is what got him trapped. If he had a little bit more room, he probably would have got off the takedowns. Maybe he would have hip thrust out and kind of got back to his feet that way. But Usman is one of the best welterweights ever. Okay, one of the best welterweights ever, and he's still just there. He's just there. Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. And he just was way too experienced for Buckley in there. Had way too much offensive wrestling for him. Just knew what to do in what positions. Knew where Buckley needed to be to get his takedowns. Didn't really engage in the striking. But the thing is, Usman had like a minute, like kind of most rounds Usman gave like a minute to a minute and a half before he kind of shot in and got Buckley down. I just felt Buckley. I thought he was going to get this one done, man. Okay, I thought he was going to get this one done. I thought if Usman got him down, I knew Usman would get him down at some stage, but Colby got him down. He got back up to his feet. Colby Covington's kind of shit. But Usman's offensive, grappling was just way too much for Buckley. He had fucking no idea what to do when Usman was on top of him. Okay, he was just holding out and he was getting cut loose. Usman landed ground and pound. And Kamaru Usman was just so much better in the grappling exchange. But there is one thing I want to talk about. The striking, okay? Buckley was so much better on the feet than Kamaru Usman, okay? Like, Usman's chin is really good, okay? He got caught by Leon Edwards, boo-hoo. Kamaru Usman's chin is fucking S-tier level, okay? He got caught once in his whole career. And he took some big shots off Buckley. Like, Buckley landed a massive uppercut. I think it was in like the first or second. Definitely not the first, actually. Like second or third round. Usman just walked forward like a zombie. I did actually think Usman looked noticeably like a little bit bigger than he normally comes in at. He looked just like bigger than Buckley. I know he's taller, but he just looked more muscular. And Buckley's like, a pretty fucking muscly dude. And I was quite surprised by that. I can't lie. And Buckley's combinations when he did land were just short. Like, he missed a lot of shots. I felt like he just was not good with the timing tonight. But the fifth round, okay, I can't lie. Buckley was stuffing the takedowns in the fifth, and that's exactly how I thought that fight was going to go. If you showed me the fifth round as the first round, I would have said, bang on the money. That is exactly what I was expecting. Buckley to stop the takedowns of Usman being slow, and Buckley would land on the feet and find his shots. He did that in the fifth round, but I didn't feel like Buckley had much urgency in the fifth. I did not think that. And I want to get into the commentating crew as well, who I have a bone to pick with. But I genuinely thought Buckley just had no urgency to be like, oh my god, I'm four rounds down. Who cares? Let me just, daddle and, give me a shimmy. You don't deserve to win. You don't deserve to win. You just don't, okay? Usman was way better than you in that cage, and I just felt like you choked. Because if you came in the first round like you did in the fifth, you would have beaten Usman handily. Handily, okay? All the credit in the world to Usman, okay? He's not done yet, okay? He definitely won't get a title shot. I would be quite interested to see, like, Usman versus... I don't want to see Usman fight for the belt anyway. He's got options, Usman versus Ian Gary. Not a bad idea. Usman versus Sean Brady. Not a bad idea. Usman versus Shavkat or Bilal. Not a bad idea. I kind of want to see the Bilal fight because they've had beef and like Usman like cried on his podcast or some shit like that. I don't know or someone cried on someone's podcast. I think Usman cried on his own podcast when Bilal was there. I actually don't know. I actually fucking have no idea. So that's going to be an entertaining fight. but I think he gives a lot of people problems, okay? Because you got to remember how good Kamaru Usman is at striking as well. Like, let's not forget this dude was fucking knocking out people like Gilbert Burns, Masvidal, dropped Colby, finished Colby on the feet as well. The dude has such good hands, and he's able to use them. He was not using them last night. I don't think that's necessarily a case of, like, his striking's gone backwards. I just think that's a case of Usman didn't need to use them. But Joaquin Buckley, man. Where was your aggression? Where was even, like, a takedown of your own to even get in Usman's head, set up more shots? You know, he was throwing some kicks, but he wasn't really landing. And where was your moving forward movement to get into your range to find the shots? Because Usman is quite a stationary target with his head. He doesn't really move his head, but fuck me. You did fucking nothing in that cage, Buckley, apart from just, you know, right out. I felt like Buckley, when he got taken down, was trying to survive and thinking in his head, okay, you got me down. I'm going to get you in the start of the next round. I'm going to find my shots. I think he just did that up until the 5th, where he was like, I can't get taken down here else I'm going to lose. Okay, that's genuinely what I think. And the 5th round, I think he actually thought, like, oh shit, I can't afford to get taken down or else I'm going to lose. I'm just going to stuff your takedowns. He just choked so hard, man. He choked so hard. And credit to Kamaru Usman. What's next for, you know, Buckley? Maybe a Leon Edwards. Could be an interesting fight. A rematch with Ian Gary. Could be an interesting fight. Doesn't deserve to fight Shavkat, you know what I mean? If someone was in there who had hands and that level of offensive wrestling like a Shavkat, it would have been a completely long night for Buckley, to be honest with you. Like, fuck, man. I thought Buckley was getting this one done. I really did. The whole card was fucking mid as shit. Like, Cody Garbrandt looked good for one round. No, Rose Namajunas was just, you know, is actually such a... She's one of the most boring fighters, like, the last few years. Fucking dreadful. Paul Craig, what the fuck happened there? Like, it was an absolute disaster. Absolute vicious KO in the prelims as well. Like, it was pretty mid-card. Andrei Petroski let me down as well. Andrei Petroski, sorry. Yeah, but Joaquin Buckley was choked so hard, in my opinion. Choked so fucking hard, but the whole card was pretty mid. The main event was pretty decent in the 5th round. Apart from that, Usman just kind of big, you know, fucking bullied him. Don't let him bully you, son. And, you know, Usman didn't look good on the feet as well. That's the thing. That's the thing that pisses me off most. Buckley was so much quicker, so much faster, so much sharper on the feet, but just didn't get it going. Didn't get the urgency until the 5th round. If you had that mindset of, okay, I can't get taken down now in the 5th round, in the 1st round, then he would have won the fight quite convincingly, in my opinion. But Usman proves why he's one of the best welterweights of all time. Back to the drawing board for Joaquin Buckley. And the commentary team, Dominic Cruz and all, were saying this is the guy that looks like he just bullies people in practice, and he doesn't look like he trains with people that, you know, give him tough looks and stuff like that. Fucking biggest load of fucking bullshit I've ever heard. Like, he's fighting Kamaru Usman, one of the greatest wrestlers in the division's history. What the fuck are you talking about? Fucking biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard from Dominic and Paul Felder. Yeah, this guy looks like he doesn't look like he trains with high level people. You know, he looks like he just bullies people in the training room. This wouldn't be happening if he trains with people that, you know, give him good looks. He's fighting one of the best wrestlers in the sport's history. Like, subscribe, all that good shit. Fucking description.